Good afternoon, people, and welcome to this new show called Transfer Tracker. Today I'm discussing the latest transfer and transfer rumor news. Sorry, that was a sound test. The first person I wanted to talk about with you guys is João Neves in the picture down below. Paris Saint-Germain's 17 million euro bid for him has been rejected. But despite the rejection, a deal between PSG and Benfica seems likely soon. Neves has been on the radar for PSG for some time, and they have already reached a verbal agreement. Neves is still under contract with Benfica until 2028, and his contract also includes a 120 million euro release clause. But PSG was hoping to negotiate for a bit lower fee. But Benfica found the 17 million offer far too low. Despite that, sources still indicate that the gap between the club's valuations is narrowing, and I think there's a concrete chance Neves is going to a bigger club. I think it's a good move for him. I think he's already 24, so this is really the time for him to go to a bigger club. The second person I wanted to talk about with you guys is Romelu Lukaku, 70 million. Wow, yeah, they still rejected it, but I don't understand it really. They wanted much more. But the second person I wanted to talk about with you guys is Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku has reached a personal agreement with Napoli. The transfer isn't closed yet because Napoli still needs to negotiate with Chelsea. Currently there's a 10 million euro gap between the offer of Chelsea and their asking price. Lukaku has a strong relationship with Antonio Conte, the coach of Napoli, from their time at Inter. There they work together. With a good track record in Serie A, Napoli made him their top target. Lukaku is willing to take a significant pay cut, accepting a 3-year contract with annual salary of 6 million euros. However, the 10 million euro gap is because Chelsea wants 35 million euros for the transfer, while Napoli offers only 25 million. But if the transfer happens, it will be a good replacement for Victor Osimhen, who is also likely to go to PSG. But these negotiations are not easy, said Fabrizio Romano, and we really have to wait. I think there's a 70% chance of the transfer succeeding. And I think, Lukaku knows how it is in Serie A. He has already played for Inter. He now plays for Roma. So maybe he does better at Napoli. I don't know. But the third person I wanted to talk about with you guys, 30 million max for Lukaku. Yeah, he's not top tier anymore, I think. So 30 million should be fine. La Caca, yeah, really that. But the third person I wanted to talk about with you guys is, I have it here, is Jorel Hato, but not only him, 2 other potential transfers for Real Madrid. I now have to check if it really switches to Hato. Yes. Jorel Hato. Real Madrid faces a challenge for the upcoming season. The club was hoping to sign Lenny Euro, but the 18-year-old defender joined Manchester United on Thursday and already played his first match yesterday. With Euro missed transfer and Nacho Fernandez's departure, Real Madrid is left with only 3 central defenders in their squad for the next season. Antonio Rudiger, Eder Militao and David Alaba are Carlo Ancelotti's only option for the central defense. This shortage is seen as a significant issue in Madrid, But for the emergency, they still have Aurélien Tchouaméni that could play as a central defender. But that is not the preferred solution, because if he plays at centre back, it's not as good as his central mid position. And then they have also shortage on the midfield, so that's also not the good solution. Therefore, Real Madrid is considering entering the transfer market for additional defense option. The Spanish outlet mentions 3 potential targets: Aymeric Laporte, Diogo Leite, and Jorel Hato. Jorel Hato, of course, from Ajax. Aymeric Laporte plays in Saudi Arabia. I think, the best option for Real Madrid is, maybe it is Jorel Hato. He's still a bit young. Aymeric Laporte, also a good player, a bit agey already, but could make a potential return to Europe again. Diogo Leite, I've not heard much about him, but maybe he's a good player and he fits within the squad of Real Madrid. Let's see what you guys saying in the chat. Yo, LMX, is that you? Yes, it's me. It's me. They really need at least one center back. Yeah, they really have they really don't have enough center backs anymore. Let's see if it's still working. Yeah, it's still working. The next person I want to talk about with you guys is N'Golo Kante, because it's possible that he's making a potential return to the Premier League. West Ham United is attempting to bring N'Golo Kante back to the Premier League. The Guardian reports that West Ham have made a €24 million bid to Al Ittihad club for the 30-year-old Frenchman. Both clubs are reportedly open to a deal. Kante moved to Saudi Arabia just a year ago for a contract with annual salary of €25 million. West Ham hopes to get him back to his beloved Premier League, where he achieved his big successes. Kante at Premier League was really good, and at the Euros he has really shown he's still a class player. So I think it's the best option for him to go back to the Premier League. I think the picture is a bit glitching. I have to work on that the next time. But I think, in conclusion, I think there's a 60% chance of this transfer succeeding. And I think he really is still going to do good at the Premier League. He went to Saudi Arabia way too early. He still has the energy. So I think it's a good choice. Remember me if you can say who you are, because unfortunately I don't remember you right now. So let's say it in the chat, and I think I'll remember you then. The next person I'm going to talk about with you guys is David Neres, because he's also going to make a potential transfer to Napoli also, like Lukaku maybe, because David Neres is attracting interest from Napoli. Benfica has set a price tag of €25 million for him under coach Roger Schmidt. Neres is not a regular starter at Benfica, which presents an opportunity for Napoli. Coach Antonio Conte wants to add depth to his team and sees Neres as a suitable option like Lukaku. Also, talks between Napoli and Benfica have begun, but are not yet advanced. Neres has a contract until 2027 with a release clause of €100 million. I think it's maybe a bit too much like Neves, but €25 million should suffice. He is expected to replace Jesper Lindström, who is likely to move to Everton for the same amount. I think this transfer has a 70% chance of succeeding. Neres, he's from Ajax. I hoped he could return to Ajax maybe, but that was never really a potential move for him. It has never really been very big. But yeah, maybe to Napoli. We're gonna see that. The next person I want to talk about with you guys is Robin Lenormand. Let's switch to the next picture. He plays at Real Sociedad. Or is this Real Sociedad? I think it is. Atletico Madrid is set to announce the signing of Robin Lenormand. According to Fabrizio Romano, the club and the players have already agreed on the transfer from Real Sociedad with a fee of around 30 million euros. Atletico is seeking a new central defenders following the departure of Soyuncu, Paulista and Hermoso. 3 defenders went away. Lenormand is 27 years old and a Spanish international. He's seen as the ideal addition for Atletico Madrid. He has been a reliable defender for Sociedad over the past 5 seasons and was also a starter for Spain during the Euros, which they also won. Yeah, this transfer is already almost confirmed. This is really a 90% chance of succeeding. What do you think about that, guys? Would be nice for Neres to join Napoli. Yes, it would be really nice for him. Maybe he can do good there. Lukaku, I think he's not going to ever reach his prime again at Inter for the first time, but maybe we're gonna see that. The next person I wanted to talk about with you guys is, let's go to the next picture, Joel Matip, because he's making a potential return to Germany. Joel Matip is likely to continue his career at Bayer Leverkusen from Xabi Alonso. Reports journalist Florian Plettenberg said that the 32-year-old defender is currently a free agent after 8 years at Liverpool. Bayer Leverkusen sees Matip's potential signing as a great opportunity. The physically strong defender has already had talks with the club's management and successful coach Xabi Alonso, who really wants to strengthen his squad with an experienced defender, and Matip is really an experienced defender. He's already 32. Matip could return to Germany, his birthplace, having started his career at Schalke 04. Yeah, I think Matip, this transfer is a really high chance to succeed. As I think 80% chance is a good percentage. Alonso always knows what he's doing. I think he has shown that in the past season. We're gonna see that. Let's see if it's still working. Yeah, it's still working. The next person I wanted to talk about with you guys, the 8th person. This is the first confirmed transfer of this new show that I'm going to talk about with you guys. It's Lenny Yoro. He went to Manchester United and already played his first match yesterday. The central defender moves from Lille OSC and is has finalized a 5-year contract with also an option for an additional year. He's already passed the initial part of his medical examination. Manchester United and Lille have agreed on a transfer fee of 50 million euros plus an additional 12 million in bonuses. So 62 million euros. There's also, I think, 8 million euros of add-ons. Yeah, I think it's a really good transfer. He also was expected to go to Real Madrid. That's why they have a shortage of centre backs. But I think Lenny Yoro would do great at both clubs. I subbed to you last year and I used to comment a lot. Oh yeah, that's you. Yeah, you comment a lot on my edits. Yes, I watched the OG edits. Yes. I know you. Would be nice for Leverkusen. Yeah. It was it would be really nice for Leverkusen if Matip joins them. Euro was good yesterday. I didn't watch him yesterday because I couldn't find a platform where I could watch the match. I believe that he did perform well for his first match at Manchester United. But now we're already on to the last person we're going to talk about, and that's Trent Alexander-Arnold. Because Real Madrid is seriously interested in signing him, according to Christian Falk. The 25-year-old right wing back from Liverpool has been closely monitored by Madrid, and their interest is now becoming concrete. Alexander-Arnold has a contract with Liverpool that runs until mid-2025, but he has not yet agreed to an extension with the club. Real Madrid is keen on acquiring the England international, who is reportedly open to a move. Since mid-June, Real Madrid has been in contact with Alexander-Arnold. Previous reports from Relevo and Fabrizio Romano indicated that the player was being watched closely, and now the interest is becoming more concrete. Madrid sees a need to bring in a new right back because Dani Carvajal is already bit agey. He will turn 33 in 2025, and Alexander-Arnold is viewed as an ideal replacement for him. Liverpool's asking price for Alexander-Arnold is currently still unclear, but people estimate his value at around 70 million euros, and I think this transfer has a concrete chance of really happening. I expect there to be a 70% chance of this transfer succeeding. From the highlights. Oh, you watched the highlights of the Manchester United game. Yeah, I need to do that too. I'm going to watch that. Yo, Abdul, how are you doing? But yeah, that was the last person we talked about today. I hope you liked this new show of today, the Transfer Tracker. This is going to return more often. And that was the stream for today. See you next time, people.